OG&E concern, we'll leave the substation from a transformer and we'll travel through these wires and it will make all kinds of turns and go down different streets and it makes a big loop right back to the substation. So that's an electrical circuit. And we have switches. And all those lines, and we have a switch right here. And this is called a closed circuit because we've got electricity going up here to these lights from the switch. And when I turn the switch off, that's an open circuit. So if you don't have any lights at your house, you have an open circuit somewhere. And it could be in your house or it could be out here on OG&E's lines. Because if one of these wires goes down, you have an open circuit. And the electricity cannot get from here to here. And if your transformer's hooked up to this wire, and it goes through this wire to your house, you can't do that because there's no power. So that's probably what happened at your house, maybe. So that's an open circuit. Put the wire back up, it's a closed circuit. And there's got a lot of switches in the substation. Every one of these transformers has a switch. Each one of these wires has a switch. This is a main circuit. If you see 3 wires on top of the pole, sometimes you just see 1 wire. That's not a main circuit. If we have a storm, OG&E is going to try to get the main circuit on first. Because you get a lot of customers on that one. And we'll try to get hospitals on, and shelters and nursing homes and places like that. Yes?
One time when I was littler, I got this little metal pin and I was holding it and I stuck it like out.
So,
and I shot myself. I still have a mark
so
from
you got shot.
I still have a mark from it.
Yes, you did. It could leave a mark. Yeah.
Just one question. Why whenever I got shocked by those 2 wires did I barely feel any pain?
Well, you must not have been grounded real good.
I felt on the arm.
You can be grounded better sometimes than others.
And I was sitting on the ground.
And
That's
I'm gonna guess that your grandma and grandpa didn't use AC, because that would be a lot worse than if they used a DC electric. Farmers have those electric fences and they put out a low voltage DC current and it shocks the animals so they don't get out, but it's not going to kill them. AC could kill you. If you got grounded good enough, I don't think your grandma and grandpa would do that if they know anything about electricity. Plus, what if a stranger got into those electric wires and got hurt real bad? They would be responsible. So I don't think they would.
I just wish I was wearing a jacket.
You ask them, okay?
I just wish I was wearing a jacket.
So that left a mark on you too? Yes?
One time I stuck a metal chain into the a small metal chain into the outlet in my hand, and everything in my room did that.
So you tripped a breaker.
Yeah.
And that's what breakers are supposed to do, is trip and turn the electric off so you don't get hurt any worse. Same thing up here. OG&E has breakers too. Yes?
Once I was at my house and it was not even storming and the car just went out. Like
Was it even storming?
No.
That can happen. Now, I don't know if it was on OG&E side or your side.
Breaker box.
By side, what I'm talking about is your house has a breaker box here at this electric meter. And OG&E is responsible for the electric up to here.
Right.
And then everything on inside the house, you're responsible. So that's why I say I don't know what side, how come the lights went out. That's what you have to determine before you call OG&E. But if you can't determine anything, talk to your neighbors to see if their lights are out. If their lights are out, then you need to call OG&E. Some of you may not be customers of OG&E because there's another company around here called Arkansas Valley, and they do the same thing with it. Well, let me show you some things up here. And I'm going to put my gloves on. This is 120 volts up here. These gloves are good for 480 volts. Got a sticker on here. And you can't get these gloves at Walmart. If you're gonna work on electricity at your house. And we just wear the leather, good quality leather glove over the rubber glove, so we hopefully don't poke any holes in the rubber glove. And then I'll use this plastic stick. And these little dials are supposed to be for people, but they don't have water in them like we do. So there's a piece of wire sticking out of the little dials on them. That's going to be the conductor. And they're going to be grounded by standing on this metal on this table. So when I turn the electric on, I have a switch there, and I have a switch here, and I just close it, and you see this red light come on. You'll see that come on and off because I don't leave the electric on the whole time. So I'm going to show you this guy first. He's got a metal ladder, and I got the electric on. And electricity is invisible. That also makes it kind of dangerous, but you don't know. If the wire's hanging down off the pole, if some electric going through that wire or not. But this guy's going to work on his house. He's got a metal ladder. That's a conductor. He's a conductor, and he's standing on the ground. And electricity will always try to go to the ground if you give it a chance. And he made a path for electricity to go through him, and it will go through his feet into the ground. That would be the path. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be a path for electricity because people don't handle electricity very well. There might be some resistance, and if it's standing in water, then it's worse. And then this guy here has got a shovel. Today you have to call for a locate. That means if there's anything buried in the ground, and in this case we got a buried wire going to this transformer. But there's also water lines, gas lines, telephone lines, sewer lines, all kinds of stuff buried in the ground. So you have to call for a locate. It's the law. OG&E has to call for a locate because we dig a hole, we stick the poles in the ground. And if you see flags or paint on the ground, red will be electric, yellow is gas, blue is water, green is sewer, and orange is telephone. If you don't call for a locate 24 hours ahead of time, and especially if you're a construction company and you dig something up, you tear it up, then you might have to pay to get it fixed, and that could be very expensive. In this case, we just have a guy with a shovel, and he sticks the shovel into a buried electric. And hopefully it's not a high voltage wire. OG&E buries their low voltage wires 2 feet, and the high voltage wires 4 feet. Sometimes it's in conduit, and sometimes it's not. Probably in the early days of electricity, when we started using it, they figured that the best way to keep people safe was to put the lines on the wire up on top of a pole, because they didn't have the technology to make a really good wire that you could bury in the ground and it would last a long time. But today we have that technology, so there's a lot of stuff buried in the ground. If the wire fell down, if you can hold your questions a little bit, and I'm going to turn the electricity on. It's not dancing or sparking or crackling like this. If I drag it across, if the wire's hanging about that far across the ground, it can do that. But you guys have a storm and you see a wire down off the pole, you don't want to go near that wire. We'll call those or the electric company, whoever it is. And if the wind blew it over here on this fence, that fence can be a conductor because it's metal. And again, I got the electric on and it's not sparking, but because electricity is invisible, I got Velcro on these little people so I can drag them around. Now if you touch the fence or you touch the wire, the electricity can go through you. So you see a wire hanging down, if the wind was blowing like it did yesterday and it blew that wire over there across these two wires, and they're all gonna burn down, you could have a fire, the substation will lock out, turn the electricity off, and the whole section of town will not have any lights. That usually don't happen too much, but in a tornado it could. So I'm gonna put this back up there. And if your car that you were in crashed into a power pole, and a wire got knocked down and laying on your, the DVD says you don't have to get out, and you don't. But if you had to get out, you want to jump out of the car through the air to the ground so you don't create a path. But if you're standing, you step out of the car and you put one foot on the ground, and I'm going to turn the electric on, and then you can't tell if this is a live wire or not, but it is. When you're holding onto the car, and you put one foot on the ground, then electricity can flow through you to the ground. So that's what it wants to do. And you have rubber tires on your car that acts as an insulator, and that helps keep you safe in your car. I know that's hard to understand. And I could talk about a lot of other things that could happen in an accident, but we don't have time to do